Hi everyone, and welcome to, this is going to be my first, and with you, making it ours, tarot reading for the month of May. So we are going to get a little reading about how May is going to look for us in terms of the energy in the month. So it's sort of like a little horoscope reading for the month of May. And we have 4 decks to choose from. So you're going to use your intuition as you usually would to pick a deck. And in that deck, you are going to have a multitude of cards. So I'm going to go through the reading like I would like a normal intuitive tarot reading. And it's going to have 4 weeks. So it's going to have your first week in May, your second week, third week, and fourth week. What kind of energy you can expect in those weeks of the month of May. And what I've got here that you can see right now, this is the bottom card on all the decks that I've used to put together this reading. So this is the underlying energy for the entire month. And this is going out to everybody, regardless of which pile you pick. So we have got the Lovers is the underlying card. And the this one is the Tarot of Dreams deck. So we have the Lovers. So this is a beautiful card. That's beautiful energy. We also have the Six of Wands. So this is about knowing your power, speaking your power, but also being humble with that power and respecting others along the way. Oh, and that was from the ShadowScape tarot deck. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is about managing and juggling different aspects in your life. It's also about receiving abundance, deciding what you want to receive and what you don't want to receive. So, and this is from the SpellCasters tarot deck. And then we have your second chakra with Archangel Ariel as well. So she's sending in a lot of loving, intuitive energy as well as intimate energy, which is really nice. That goes really well with the Lovers card. And this is from our Energy Oracle deck. And last but certainly not least is Demeter. And she's sending us nurture energy. So this is about nurturing yourself, but also nurturing others around you. People in your tribe, in your family, your friends. This is signifying abundance and that you have enough that you can provide for others as well. And that is from our Goddess Power Oracle deck. So we're going to get started. If you have your own way of picking your intuitive deck, then please go ahead and do that and find these timestamps in the description. Otherwise, I'm going to walk you guys through a tiny little meditation to quickly help you pick your deck for the month to get your tarot reading horoscope for the month of May. So let's take a deep breath and close our eyes. Imagine we're walking down a gravel road. All you can hear is the soft crushing of the gravel underneath each foot as you take your step. As you're starting to walk, you notice there's something kind of, almost looks like the gravel's been messed around a little bit. Somebody's been doing something up there, and you can see there's a stick laying on the ground. Looks like a little kid or somebody was drawing in the gravel there with the stick. So let's walk up to that and let's see what there is there. Oh, it looks like somebody's drawn a big circle. And in that circle, there's a number. And that number that you see is the number that Spirit is asking you to pick today to get your reading, to get your energy for the month of May. So we're going to get started right away. I'm going to actually move all of the decks to the side because we're going to need quite a bit of space. So we're going to start with deck number 1. And I'm going to put the one up there. And I'm going to lay the cards out. So these are going to be so this is the first week. This is our first week in May, second week, third week, and fourth week. And now we're going to lay cards to give us additional information and energy about these weeks. And this is, you get one goddess card. So for the month of May, you are being given the goddess power oracle card of Métis, and that is wisdom. So she's bringing in wisdom that she may not, I guess, acquire from experience throughout life, but this is more of a divine wisdom and intuition that comes to her. So this is something that you're being asked to feel and to pull in for yourself this month for May. Just going to put her up there. So for your first week here, we have the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is a lot about remembering what it is that used to make you happy, sort of the innocence of childhood happiness, friendship, and love. And you have a very stable card under that, the Knight of Pentacles. And this is a slow moving knight. And it's a trustworthy individual who is usually really good at finances, career, creating a solid base in one's home, as well as the Queen of Cups and patience. So I'm just going to take a second here and kind of get the general feeling for this week for you. I feel like for the first week of May, Spirit is asking you guys to be gentle with yourselves and spend some time reflecting on what it is that makes you happy. I feel like you may have been pushing really hard lately with trying to achieve things or goals that you have for yourself, but it feels like that energy is coming. It's coming in, but you're being asked to be patient. This is a time to be patient and gentle with yourself. There's a lot of really good energy in this first month of May for you. I feel like in terms of finances, friendship, and love, like it's all very solid and it's very stable, but maybe it's not moving as quickly as you would like it to move, but you are asking to be patient. They're asking you, the spirits are asking you to be patient for the first week in May as you're transitioning into more energy moving forward. For your second week, for the second week of May, you've got the Three of Wands. Now, this is why I'm saying to be patient in the first week, because in the second week, the Three of Wands, you can see she's sending out her bird to collect prey, and she's managing these good things that are coming in. She has more birds of prey coming in, and they have food rewards that they've brought for her. So generally, for your second week, all this that you've been waiting for in the first week is starting to come in. So you're going to have to kind of have your energy, be on your game to start pulling that in and managing it. And with the Two of Wands underneath that card, it's again, it's sort of waiting for more information. You're putting it out there to the universe, what it is that you're trying to achieve, and you've been working really hard at it. Whatever your craft is, your business, your skill, your passion in life, it looks like you've been really focusing on that and trying to build with it. And the thinking woman, this is an educated person, so I feel like this is kind of speaking out to you that you've tried to educate yourself as much as you can about what it is that you want to accomplish. And as I said in these cards, you've been waiting for it, and they're asking you to be patient. And if we remember, your overall energy is wisdom, and that's divine wisdom. So there's going to come a point where you're going to realize, you know, there's only so much that I can learn or seek out on this subject, whatever it is that you're trying to move forward for yourself, and you're going to need to become a little more intuitive and go with your gut. Like, how does it feel like you should be doing? What is that instinct telling you to do? And so, yeah, so the energy gets a little bit faster for you in the second week of May. And then in our third week, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a great card. So aces are great. They're about new beginnings, and pentacles are about physical things in our world, monetary gains, your home, even people, anything in their physical reality. This is what pentacles are about. So there's something good coming towards you in the third week of May. And it looks a little bit like it could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be the start of a new business. Maybe it's a new business partner that you've been looking for. But it's feeling a little, it doesn't feel like so much a romantic person coming into your life. For some of you it may be, but it feels a little bit more like it has something to do with what it is you've been working on to achieve, what's been leading you up to this. And with the Page of Swords, you sort of have that energy of, again, like the patience, is because this is a bit of an impatient person, the Page of Swords. So they have a lot of energy to get things going, to get things rolling, but they don't have quite the experience needed to really make a plan move forward successfully, but they do have the energy to get it started. And appreciation. So I'm feeling like this card is showing up because it's sort of asking you to appreciate and look at it, what it is that you have in your life that you are grateful for. And by doing that, you're bringing into your world the energy that will set you up for what this is that you're trying to create, what you're trying to bring forward for yourself right now, whatever that goal is that you have. So it's coming, and the universe is asking for you to be patient and appreciate that. Don't stop doing all the things that you would do to make this happen. That's part of the process, but it's sort of a mindset that you need to sort of calm your mind a bit, know that it's going to happen, and also let it happen. So the fourth week is really, really quite interesting here, actually. Your top card for the fourth week is the Ten of Swords, which is feeling sort of defeated. You've lost the battle. Whether I'm feeling a little bit like it's more of a psychological battle, that maybe you are playing with yourself. So that's why you've got to tap in a little more to your intuition. Maybe even take some time to meditate or have some downtime, quiet time for yourself during May, particularly this fourth week of May. So what you're working on, I don't see it having come through yet, but I think it's coming for you at the end of May. Because at the end, your last card for May is the Cornucopia card. And this is serious abundance. There's really big abundance coming in here. And you've got, so after you're feeling sort of defeated, you know, you've been working on this, I'm doing my meditation, I'm doing everything that Spirit is telling me to do, and I don't have it yet. Well, Temperance is here, and she's holding sort of like, this ball is like the yin and the yang. Energy comes in and energy goes out. Energy comes in and energy goes out. And there's a balance in it here. So the universe is balancing everything so that what you want can actually happen. So there needs to be a balance. There's all sorts of things that are going on around us that we're not even aware of that influence our day-to-day lives. So this is all being balanced for you right now. And you are still like, I'm still waiting. This is the Nine of Swords, which is a tough card, because you may be laying awake at night thinking, oh man, I still been working on this. It still hasn't happened. When is this coming through? And you start to get pretty frustrated. But I want you guys to remember that the universe is giving you this cornucopia card. And this is really, really big abundance. So I feel like this is coming for you. Whatever this is that you've been working on is coming for you right at the end of the month, even maybe just into the beginning of June, like the first couple of days in June. Yeah, I feel like this number 2, I feel like it's telling me by the first 2 weeks, the first 2 days in June, whatever this is going to come through for you, or you're going to get the message that it's coming. And it's quite a large amount of abundance. This is abundance in everything: financial, home, emotional, spiritual. It's going to really, you're going to feel fulfilled, and you're going to realize that you really are creating your own world for yourself, what it is that you want. So yeah, so just keep doing what you're doing, but just be aware of what kind of energy is coming in for these different weeks for you in May. So I always like to tell people, you can't accurately predict the future for sure, because it's really about energy. There's so many different things that change, transfer, and transport energy in different ways around us. It's very fluid. So you may be coming in with this feeling, but then all of a sudden something has changed around you and it's changed how you feel. So just be aware of the influences of the energy that you have. So you're coming in, you're feeling good about it. I know I can do this. These are great things. I remember how happy this used to make me. And then you actually start to get indications that, yeah, this is happening. Good things are starting to come in, and you get additional information, but it's not quite everything that you wanted. So you're feeling a little bit defeated, but that's okay. That's okay to feel that way, but just kind of lift yourself out of that. Be aware of those feelings and know that you've got some really good abundance coming by the end of the month, beginning of June. All right, I hope you guys like that. That was our very first little horoscope reading with the tarot and the oracle cards. So that was for pile number 1. You guys can leave a comment. Let me know how you felt about that. And now we are going to go to pile number 2. So let's see. So for pile number 2, we are going to flip these cards out, and these are going to be your cards for first week in May, second week in May, third week, and fourth week in May. And we're going to put energy cards, additional clarifiers underneath these. This is interesting. Wow. Well, this is an interesting reading. You guys have an interesting pile here. Oh, wow. Interesting where these are falling. Remember, this is your first week, second week, third week, and fourth week. Ooh, nice. And you have one goddess card, oracle card, for the month, and that is mastery. So this is about being able to master many aspects of your life, including your financial side, your spiritual side, and emotional side. So this is something that you're being asked by Spirit to think about and focus on for the month of May. Mastery, being the master of yourself, really, and all the aspects within it. And it's a very nice number too, number 44. Okay, so I'm going to look at the cards here. For your first week, you have your top card is the death card. It doesn't mean you're dying. Don't worry, that's fine. No. Something in your life is changing, and it's going to change in a big way, or it could be the way you look at your life is going to change in a very big way. And you can see the mask is being left behind. It's crawling out from underneath the robe. So and this is sort of a divine with the moon and the cauldron. This was the time for this to happen. Whatever this big change is that's coming your way. And under it, though, you have this great card, the Eight of Pentacles, which is a really hard little worker here, someone who really stays on top of things. So through this change, I feel like you're still going to be really balanced. You're still going to be able to look after what it is you need to look after. You're sort of, maybe actually feeling like you're kind of ready for what this big change is, and you've been preparing for it and planning for it. So it's coming, what this change is that you're looking for here. And the Five of Swords, feel like you're ready. Like if there's anyone or anything that's sort of standing in your way of this, you're ready to fight for what this change is, because it's important for you. Just be careful that you don't allow your ego to take control over you in the first week of May. Try to keep a heart center at this time and a clear thought process, which is a little bit amplified in the Thinking Man card that you have for your first week. So the Thinking Man is very intelligent, very intuitive, very successful person. So you're going to get good success out of whatever this big change is that's coming into your life in the first week of May. I'm feeling like for some of you, I feel like some of you, this is a work change or a career or something that you've been working on in your career. There's going to be a change. Maybe there's a change in the project, or there's a change in who manages the project, but you're still going to be really stable about this. And I feel like it might feel a little bit at first like, oh no, this is not how I thought this was going to go. I don't think this is going to work out for me. But if you just sit and let things flow and think about the situation, it will serve you really well. And then this is interesting. So in your second week, you've definitely got some love coming through here. I would say, yeah. Pretty fast. So you've got the Five of Cups. I kind of feel like you've maybe thrown down the cups, like I give up on this. Relationships are too hard. I can't do this. And you're just like, you sort of know when if you've been trying to meet someone or find someone, you're looking and looking, and you just never meet that person. And then you get to the point where you decide with yourself, you know what, I don't need anybody, I'm not looking anymore, I'm just moving forward with my life, whatever. I feel like that's kind of the energy that you're meeting in the second week of May. But lo and behold, how the universe always provides. And so when you reach that point, the Two of Cups is going to walk in, and you are not going to be ready for it because you're like, I wasn't looking anymore, I'm not interested. But this person, they're going to make you interested, because this is a good opportunity. And it's usually when we've stopped looking that opportunity comes in. So this is feeling like really, and I feel like it's fast, like really fast and sort of determined energy. I think somebody's going to be paying attention to you. If you're already in a relationship and things have been a little stale, I think your partner is really going to be like, ramping it up a bit to get your attention. and to move forward with you. And if, like I said, I think a lot of you have just like, ugh, I'm not looking anymore. But this is really sort of a divine. Look at the energy. These wings and this sword are just slicing through whatever obstacles there are to get to your heart. And look who's sitting behind it, but the angel of love. So that's so beautiful, and it's so divine, and it's reaching out to you at a point where you pretty much just thought, you know, it's not happening anymore. I'm done with love. I give up. It's coming for you. Look for it in the second week of May. Somebody's really going to be quite interested in you. So then this takes us to our third week in May. Oh yeah, and we have the Ace of Swords again. This person is not giving up. So we have the King of Cups. This is a great card. This is a really stable, balanced individual who, you know, whatever they do in life, they do it in a way that the energy is beneficial to all involved. So they don't make decisions or do things that are only beneficial for themselves or only beneficial for themselves. Because for others, some people are like that as well. They never look after themselves and always look after others. Well, this person makes sure that whatever it is that they're going to do in life, it's good for everybody. So I feel like this is the energy that's really starting to surround you in the third week in May. And then it's followed with this Ace of Swords again. And this is really beautiful communication. It's just like, look at how these birds just gravitate to the love and the energy that's coming in. Like, I feel like these people may even serenade you, whoever this is. They may write you a poem or sing you a song or send you a song, you know, saying this is how I really feel about you. And then you're still kind of like, oh, I don't know. And I think I need to focus on work. I said I wasn't going to be interested in love. And I'm kind of thinking, yeah, like the 4 coins, that's like, yeah, hanging on to what I have. This feels stable. I'm not so sure about this. And this is leading us to the garden and the gate. So this young lady here is standing in just a beautiful garden that has so much abundance. It's full of so much abundance. And she has a key. And all she has to do is unlock that gate and walk out to see what other possibilities exist. But she's holding back because she thinks she has everything. But yet she has everything that she needs in a monetary sense, in a physical sense. But she needs to explore a little bit more in terms of an emotional or spiritual side as well. So that's what Spirit is going to ask you to do, is to kind of take that chance and walk out the gate. You know what? You can always come back. But I think it's worth the journey to go out the gate and see what this is all about. Okay, and then this takes us to your 4th week. So for your 4th week, I feel like you're going to be struggling with your thoughts a little too much, because you're going to have the Moon card and the 8 of Swords. So the Moon card can be about illusion, a little too much fantasy, imagination. So you might be thinking, like, in a negative way, like, definitely with the 8 of Swords. I mean, look at how this bird is, it's a self-imposed entrapment that, oh, this won't work. This is not going to work. But look at this beautiful little bird here with his heart just glowing. It's like, follow me. Come on. You can come up here. This is going to be great for you. So, yeah, just remember this energy that's playing out for you for your 4th week. Because then you have the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords is feeling really defeated. Like, oh, I can't. But I feel like you need to feel that defeat to just open up to it again. You're almost going to feel defeat to resisting. I think it's a defeat towards resisting this new energy, this love energy that's coming towards you. And once you release that, the door to value opens up for you. So whatever you're worried about, like, you don't have to worry about these monetary situations. It just looks after itself. The universe will provide, right? Like, you're going to get whatever you need to get by, but what you really need is to fill this spot in yourself right now with love and spirit. So that's your 4th week. Okay, I hope you guys like that. So that is your reading for the month of May. So those are your 4 weeks for May, and May starts tomorrow. So I'm going to get right into that real quick. And now we're going to go to number 3. So we're doing number 3. So for number 3, this is your first week in May. Second week, ooh, lots of cups. Third week, the Hanged Man. Ooh, followed by finishing your month, the fourth week with the Ace of Wands. And we've got some clarifying cards here. We've got the Tower, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Empress, and you've got Door to Spirit, Storm Warning, 5th Chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and Contract. And you have a Goddess Power Oracle card for the entire month. And for you, it is called the Future. So know your future, see your future, believe in your future. You are the master of your future. Just going to put her up here. Okay, so this is your first week in May, second week, third week, and fourth week. So these are the energies surrounding you if you pick deck number 3 at this time. You're starting your month off just great. The Three of Cups is a wonderful card. So you're surrounded by friends, family that you have a great time with. You're celebrating. You could just be celebrating the joy of life. Like, this is just a great time. Maybe the weather is great where you are and you guys are getting out a little bit more. You're really enjoying life. And you're going to have a bit of a change sitting behind that. And I feel like this is sort of come in quickly with that Three of Cups. I feel like the Tower, I mean, it looks so dramatic and horrible, doesn't it? It's like lightning is striking, it's breaking the tower. But this is like divine energy that's come in, and it's really shifted, and it's rocked your world in a big way. And I think it's done so in a positive way. It's something that you've been maybe waiting for, and it's happened. Here it is. And now you're celebrating, you're having a really good time. You're feeling more freedom, I feel like. For this group, I feel like you've gained a whole bunch more freedom from something. Maybe it was a past relationship. Maybe it was a job that you just couldn't handle anymore. You just couldn't stand it. It was not serving you well, and you got a new job, and you're on your way to that. I'm feeling a little bit like that. And you've got the Ace of Cups here, which is just divine, wonderful energy. And it signifies a new start. So a new start with lots of divine love behind it right now, followed by your Door to Spirit. So again, Spirit is reaching out to you and providing for you. And this is really, this first week is great. Like, this feels like really awesome energy for you guys in the first week. I would just say, you know, just be careful how much you celebrate. You don't want to fatigue yourself too much. And it feels a little bit like you guys have a lot of changes coming in May. So pace yourself, because you're going to need your energy to get through the month. But it's good changes. I think it's good changes. And then here you have your Queen of Cups. Yeah, I'm feeling like you guys are starting a new job, or you've been, you know, told that you're going to be starting that new job. You know how sometimes you need a couple weeks notice to finish up where you are and then go to this new place, or you've been transferred. I feel like if this is who you're going to be working under, this is great energy. This is a very trustworthy individual. They've got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land and in the air. So they're very stable. They're very intuitive. They're very honest. They're very experienced. This is a really good energy to have starting your second week in May. And then underneath that is the Nine of Cups. And this is gorgeous. Look at how she's underwater. She's got all this energy, all this love just floating around her. She's glowing it, and this glow is spreading, and look at how it's changing the colors of the fish in the water. So the energy that this person has, which I feel like is sort of under this Queen of Cups here, this is also a Cups card, that she is where she is by making sure those that she's working with are also doing well, also are receiving. So this is really, really good energy. Now, there could be some things that you don't expect coming into this, whatever. If this is, I'm feeling like for a lot of you that this is a new job or a new position, new acquisition of some sort that you're going to be working on. There are going to be some obstacles that you're going to have difficulty with, and wands are about communication. So you're going to need to work on your communication in the second week. Not a lot, but I think just in terms of understanding what's expected of you from others, and you do have this storm warning. And with the storm warning, I feel like it's just, yeah, watch what you say, think well before you speak, and try to understand the full picture, the full situation. Because if you're going into a new situation yourself, you may not know the full dynamics of everyone there. And storm warning, there is going to be continued change for you. This might feel a little more difficult than the change that you had in the first week. This first week change, I feel like, is something you really wanted, you were really hoping for. This is something you're not expecting, but it's going to get rid of things that don't serve you. So when a big storm like this comes through, the only thing that's left is what's really strong and really solid, the true foundations for growth, the true foundations of creating what it is that you're moving towards. So it's going to clear that out. It's going to feel a little bit hard at first, but it's setting you up for more success. And I feel like your third week, you need to make a choice. So whatever this big change is, if it's just sorry, I just need a drink of water. I feel like for a lot of you, it is work related, but there might be a small portion of you that it could be a relationship. But either way, you're going to need to make a choice about something in this. So, and it's quite easy, and you have the information you need. You just have to open your mind a little bit more to all of the possibilities. Like I said here, to take the time and really assess the situation. If things seem a little bit difficult, they may not be as difficult as you're thinking they are. Like this person here can easily take their hands out. Their hands aren't strapped down, and they can remove the blinders, and they can choose which way they want to go. So it's important that you have all the information that you need moving into the third week. And you've got the 9 of Wands, and this is really good energy. So this is where I feel like communication is starting to open up for you in the third week. So if you were feeling a little bit frustrated, not really understanding why things were being done the way they were or what was happening, this is going to open up for you. You're going to have more clarification on how things have been progressing or why things are done a certain way around you. So just be patient in that second week, because by the third week you're going to know more, and it's going to make much more sense. And with this 9 of Wands, like, he's sitting really pretty on the steps, right? So he's sort of won this battle. I don't want to say it's a battle. I think it's a bit of frustration and confusion with communication in the second week. But by the end of the third week, you've got it. You know what's going on. You're back to being who you were before. This is cool. This is good. And all your communication is lined up, and you're sitting there with the largest staff of communication. And what I think really amplifies what we're talking about is your final card in the third week is the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So the 5th chakra is the throat chakra. And this is about communication. So yeah, keep an open mind. Speak your thoughts clearly, and really think about what it is you're going to say, and does it benefit myself and others before you speak it. And be honest with yourself and be honest with others. So now we have your 4th week. You've got the Ace of Wands in your 4th week. So your 4th week is starting out with something new is coming in for you again. And I feel like whatever this was down here in the 2nd week, this storm warning, I feel like this is what's coming through. Whatever was breaking apart here was making room for this in your 4th week. So this is excellent. This is divine. Like, this is coming from heaven. This is like a heaven sent information, heaven sent opportunity, and it floats above the clouds, above the birds. It's clear and it's good energy. So whatever that is that's coming in, it is for you and it's to your full benefit. And here, the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to just think, my gosh, you know what? Sometimes when things are just too good to be true, you're going to feel that a little bit. Like, this can't be. Like, maybe you've had a rough year. Maybe you've had a rough few years. And this is sort of your turnaround month. Just be cautious of some of the energies that you need to be aware of in the different weeks. But, so it's okay to feel like this, but just know that it really is good. It's being provided to you and for you. Remember the future. That was the card you got. This is your card for the entire month. The future is coming to you. It's divine, it's intuitive, and it's meant for you. Now, and this is followed by the Empress. This is really good bounty. The Empress can really create her own world. And she's also like Mother Earth itself. She's very connected with nature. She's very connected with the cycles of the earth and everything in it. So you're really going to be in a good energy towards the end of May. You're in a really good energy throughout most of May, to be honest. But this Empress card is just really saying that things are really going really well for you. This card, for me, I mean, not all Empress cards feel like this to me, but out of this deck, I often feel like this is also, this could be somebody is becoming pregnant, or there's a new child on the way. I feel like there's a very small portion of you. I'm feeling like more of you, this is about a new project, and this might be another new work project that you didn't anticipate, but this is going to set you off like really good. People who are giving you this have full confidence in you, and it's going to grow. It's going to grow your career, and it's going to grow your finances. And your final card is contract. So whatever, okay, I'm feeling a bit like whatever this new opportunity was, maybe they were just trying you out, just for, you know, maybe for the month, just to see how it went. And it's going to be finalized. Things are feeling really good. This is a balance, so whatever is right will be shown. Whatever is wrong will be shown. So as long as you continue with honesty and just being who you are and speaking thoughtfully and freely, you're going to show yourself really well in this month. All right. Good. Okay, guys. I hope you like that. You can put any comments you have about that. For that was our 3rd week. It was really good energy. You guys had an awesome reading for the month of May. Okay, now we're going to do number 4. So if you picked number 4, not make you crooked. This is your 1st week in May, 2nd week in May, 3rd week in May, and 4th week in May. So these are clarifying cards going underneath each to add more information to your week or your weeks. Oh my goodness. You guys have a few major arcana cards here. Oh, the Palace of Wands. That does not come up very often. Oh, the Devil. The dastardly devil. And Strength. some healing going on. Oh yeah, definitely with your 4th chakra. Angel of Balance. And your, oh, Rebirth. Yeah, I could see that in your cards. So this is your 1 Goddess Oracle card for the entire month. And this is Isis with Rebirth. So there's really some significant changes. I feel like some internal realizations and rebirths in how you see yourself this month. Okay, so we're going to look at, this is your 1st week, 2nd week, 3rd week, and 4th week in May. So the first card that you have for the 1st week is the Knight of Wands. This is a wonderful energy. This is someone who's very enthusiastic, very honest, speaks their truth, and is moving forward in sort of a sense like a bit like a hero. I mean, who else is going to come in on a big golden eagle like that and fly through to swoop someone off their feet or to save someone from a situation? So I feel like you're kind of feeling very empowered as you start the month. You're feeling like, yeah, I've got this. We're going to do this. This is awesome. And your intentions are so true. It looks really, really good. And you've got the Page of Cups. And this is wonderful. This is just someone who's creating the energy and the thoughts of what they want and sending it out into the universe. This is really feeling your own power and allowing it to flow towards what it is you want to create. So you have really good energy at the start of the month. And the Palace of Wands, it's, wow. I feel like this is like an internal temple for you. And this is a really safe place. It's also like a really productive place in terms of communication, emotions. It's well lit, like things are very clear. There's full clarification throughout this palace. And even though you have the broken heart, to me this heart is mending. I feel like something that you've gone through with this clarification and this inner power that you're feeling, your heart is mending. This broken heart is healing. It may still have a scar. Heck, we all have a lot of scars on our hearts as we get older. But it keeps beating and it keeps loving, right? And that's what this is. So this is a nice energy. This is really just a beautiful kind of, I have my own power again energy for the 1st week in May. I really like that. Like I want to sit and keep feeling this energy that you guys have for that week. This is my favorite energy so far out of all the readings, is your 1st week in May. I really like it. Because some of the other piles had really good energy, but there's such a peacefulness and grounding in this energy that I really, really like. It's good. Okay, so let's go into your second week. You have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, she's ready to go, man. She has got a giant sword. It's pretty big. It's a bit of a phallic symbol to me, but I'm feeling like it's a little bit sexual. And she definitely has the energy for that. I'm feeling like you're feeling really re-energized about life. And this broken heart down here is like, it's pretty much mended in your 2nd week. And you're really ready to go out there and see what you can find. This is a little bit more of an ego-driven page than some of the other pages, like maybe the Page of Cups, like that we had down here. That's just divinely creating the energy for the world and the life that she wants. This page is out there to go get them, but you go get them. I think that's good energy for you. Keeping that in mind. There are other people on the planet with feelings as well. So your 7 of Wands, you may feel like you've pulled yourself out of this energy a little bit with this enthusiasm. The enthusiasm is great, but just be careful that it doesn't get you into a little bit of conflict or in a situation that you're not quite comfortable with. I think you'll still come out okay, but it'll just calm you down a bit. Whatever the situation is coming in the 2nd week in May, is just going to make you kind of self-check. Go, okay, you know what? Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, but yeah, let's not go too crazy. Let's still think about others. And you're starting to, yeah, if you've got kids maybe, and you've been out having a good time, you're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I need to make sure that they're okay too. Because the devil energy here, and again, this is a self-imposed imprisonment. So the devil has a chain to this cage, but the cage is wide open. But it's our own fears and it's our own thoughts that are keeping us in this entrapment. I'm gonna share something with you guys that I sort of picked up intuitively maybe a month or two ago when I was doing a reading, and I was asking the cards what was the reason behind the changes that were coming into someone's life. And do you know, I got the devil card. It wasn't from this deck, but it was another deck. And I got the devil card. And at first I thought, oh my gosh, this doesn't feel good. Like, how can the devil be the reason for this person's dramatic changes in their life? But then this energy, and this is when I think Spirit really speaks to us, came to me, and it made me realize that the devil isn't something that's bad. We've been taught through religion that the devil is bad, but it's our way of looking at situations that we don't understand or don't seem to fulfill what our needs are. Because we only grow and learn about ourselves when we have situations that don't feel good. We have to kind of push through them and learn. So this card, this energy is really important in terms of always building ourselves and moving forward with our greater being. There has to be yin and yang. There has to be dark and light. Otherwise, neither could exist. So this energy here, if you feel like, oh, there's a little bit of darkness creeping in, or I'm not sure why this situation is occurring, I was feeling on top of the world, it's just a little bit more energy to help you grow, okay? Just try to remember that, because you do have this here, hostilities. And with this card, it's sort of asking you to think about what is there really right and wrong? Everyone has a different perspective, and we don't know everything that goes on in everyone's life that can make them have their perspective. So just accept that you are going on your path and others are going on their path. And just to try to keep heads calm, try to keep emotions a little bit chill. And yeah, you're going to keep going on with it. There's a lot of healing. Remember, rebirth in this month for you. So that's your second week. Your fourth week starts off with the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is a little bit about feeling like, the battle. Do I leave here? Do I go? Do I sneak off with that last sword? Do I stay? So you've got a decision to make. And I feel like it'll have something to do with whatever this sort of energy that comes in towards the end of the second week. So you will have a decision that you're sort of thinking about. And you're going to pull in your inner strength. You're going to show your strength because you built it. You were showing it here. Don't let this make you fumble the ball. You've got this. You know what you're doing. So you've got your strength here. All that difficult energy, hardships, devilish stuff that, seemed to be affecting your life in the past is actually what made you this really strong, really beautiful and strong individual holding your own power. So that's what you're going to dig in with. And your Three of Wands, your ship is coming in. These ideas that you have for your life, you're putting it out there again. You're realizing, yeah, no, I understand what's happening. I have this intuitive feeling that I am creating my world and my life. Nothing else is. There's nothing written in the stars saying that so-and-so is going to do this on this day and this is what's going to happen. You're creating your world and your days. And through that, you continue to get this fourth chakra. This is heart energy. which is continuing to heal all of this. It's bringing you back into, I feel like you're going to end your month sort of in the way that you started it. This Two of Swords, again, she's sort of making a choice, but she's in a much calmer situation. She's in the daylight. She's not in the dark with just the light of a fire. She can really see what her options are. She's got support behind her. She's wearing the yin and the yang on her shirt. She understands the flow of energy, what comes in, what goes out, that there's balance. So I think when you get to your 4th week in May, you're going to have a much better grounding. There's going to be a little bit of disruption in the 3rd and 4th week, but it's not serious. It's like nothing you've been through before. It's just a little bit of a hiccup that's going to help to reground you again and reach a new level. And with the High Priestess, yeah, this chickie is making her world. She's making her life, and she is full of abundance. She's full of power, and she tells the universe what it is she wants, and she gets it. And she doesn't hurt anyone in the process because she takes from no one. The universe can give to everyone, and she understands that. So she is flowing, and she is really sending that out there. Come on, guys. You have the Strength card twice. And isn't it beautiful? I feel like your 4th week energy is just as beautiful as your 1st week energy. So this new strength, this is a different strength from this one, right? Different felines too, different people in the cards. So again, that rough energy that you went through in the middle of the month, new strength, new person again. You keep evolving. Remember, you keep evolving. The rebirth cycle, this is you this month. This is, oh, it's awesome. I love this. I loved number 3, but I love the energy you guys have in your 1st and 4th weeks. And the Angel of Balance. You've reached it again. You've come back to that understanding. And you just continue to grow. Really quite beautiful. There's really, for me, there's not a lot more to say about that 4th week that I'm feeling. I just feel like it's a reflection of how you came into May. You're going to leave May feeling like that. You may not feel like that in the middle of the month, but it's going to come back to you. Really great, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful month for you. All right. That's it, guys. Please leave a comment. Like if you liked. I'd like to do this every month. Give you guys a little bit of intuition and support as you go into the new month. And remember, lovers, lots of love. Okay, you got your archangels. Have a great month, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.